This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
Guys, it's time for our contractually obligated Dan Le Batard segment. This is a segment that Dan would have loved to have done had he been here.
Okay.
Shannon Sharpe, released by ESPN. No longer an employee after a almost like a blaze of glory across the screen when he was on First Take. But that time is over now. I believe, then obviously they never say why, but I believe this is because of the lawsuit.
Yeah, I think the timing of it is pretty clear.
I don't know. Maybe there's something else happening.
You think?
Performance. I don't know.
You think?
Yeah.
So initially the way that it was reported, and it gets chucked into the group chat by some of the worst people you can imagine, settlement. So like people initially think, okay, he's been cleared and he'll get back to work. That's usually how this goes. And then you see the number attached and you're like, wow.
That's a big number for the settlement.
That is a mighty hefty number. And even some of those worst people that you can imagine were like, okay, that's a damning settlement number.
Settlements don't mean an admission of guilt. Settlement, like most of the time, is because it is just cheaper and faster to pay them to go away than to go through the litigation.
Even if you are innocent of something, to have to go through every detail of other things, it's just not.
But you rarely see it be $50 million.
$50 million is like, at that number, I think most people are like, the hell with it, let's go to court. Unless there was something in discovery that you would find to be detrimental to your character, your reputation. Doesn't necessarily mean anything for the legality of what happened. It's just, I don't want people all up in my business in that way. $50 million. I'm trying to think.
That's what's out there. That's a number.
Yeah.
It may not be.
May not be $50 million. You know what? We're also jumping to conclusions here.
Right, but I think you could read a lot into what ESPN decided because they had a lot of they had more information available to them. Presumably, they were in contact with Shannon's camp, and they still made the decision to move on. It wasn't an easy decision, by the way. Remember when all this started to go down? It was heavily rumored Shannon Sharpe was going to get his own vehicle, and they were going to
$100 million.
Yeah, they were going to do. Yeah, they were going to do the Pat McAfee, Stephen A. Smith model, which is we have our stars in every day part, and Shannon's going to carry the afternoon after Around the Horn went away.
Like I got it, man. The guy already has a lot of money. He's been very successful not only on the field but in his post-playing career. But man, it's kind of like the Malik Beasley thing, where it's like you're on the cusp of getting $42 million, and then it's all gone. I don't care how much money you got in the bank. That sucks.
And what was it, Zaz, that he was upset about? The timing of ESPN's?
I don't know.
I saw that, because his brother is getting inducted this week. I saw him release a statement that he's like, I wanted this to come out next week. So he's not happy that this broke, kind of taking the shine away from his brother.
That's the detail you want to really hammer home, right? Oh, they should have. I should have got fired next week. That's what I asked, and they did not respect my wishes.
I mean, they didn't need to do this. They could have done it last week too.
Well, I'm pretty sure they were waiting for the finality of
I don't know. What does ESPN
no?
care about that? What do they care?
I think that was what Shannon's point of resentment, point of contention was. Yeah. Like, why do you not care?
No. I don't know. What? He's like a 20-year employee?
No, he's
there
not.
For what? Like a year?
Yeah, he's not a legacy guy.
Yeah. Whatever. It's not their business to care about that.
I'm just saying. Okay, so if I had to short you guys the odds of him rejoining ESPN at some point in the future, 5 years, 10 years, whatever.
Oh,
It's almost. Never.
The only person who's ever made a comeback is Stephen A. Really, right?
And he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Olbermann came back.
and
Dan Patrick did stuff.
There's
we're talking about coming back like in a
for good. Like Keith was
salaried
probably
role,
the
right?
second best attempt.
I wouldn't close that door. There's all sorts of talk out there in the marketplace that ESPN may be spun off one day soon by Disney, make its own private company, and we've seen this already. I think E! News got spun off by NBC Universal. It's not outside of the realm of possibility, and then if it gets spun off into a different thing, different people come in and have different ideas.
All right, there you go.
What's next for Shannon Sharpe?
Well, could I say very quickly, quick note on that? I wonder about Shannon's self-esteem because he has a brother named Sterling, and he got named Shannon. This is as big a divide as the Bennetts, their parents. Michael, high-end defender. You're Mike. Your brother, is Martellus. Martellus Bennett, and you gave me Mike.
Yeah. I've always wondered about that with parents. Like I had three sisters, and the first three siblings, no middle name. Fourth one gave her a middle name. What the hell?
Hurtful.
Dave, this is one of my favorite trivia pieces, NBA related. O.J. Mayo, remember him?
Sure.
His O.J. stands for Ovinton J'Anthony. His name is Ovinton J'Anthony Mayo. His brother's name is Todd.
Which is worse? Is it that situation, or you are Lance Stevenson and you have a brother named Lance Stevenson? It's just spelled differently.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Lance Stevenson
He's
has
got
a brother named Lance.
Lantz Stevenson.
Get the hell out of here.
There's one more of these NBA names that always tickles me. Paul George. His father is Paul George Sr. His mother is Paulette George.
Wow.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it too. I love the idea of them meeting, like whenever it was in the 80s or whatever, and like, hi, how you doing? My name's Paul. What's your name? And she says Paulette. You're like, oh.
That was the next 8 minutes of the conversation, right? Was them? Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
If he introduced himself first, if he says, what's your name? And she says Paulette, and she says, what's your name? And he says Paul,
Liar.
she thinks he's full of shit. Right? Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Well, the old goalie, though, Pete Peters. What were the parents thinking with that? Yeah.
Chris
Peter?
Christopherson.
There's an artist on my CVS Jams playlist, Philip Phillips.
You guys see what Steve Kerr's son's name is?
Okay.
But let's not do this again.
I don't like it.
We did that. It was dangerous yesterday. With
I'm not going to say it. I'm saying like they couldn't have seen that coming.
I've known this child
They
since he
should've.
was like 10 years old.
They were like, it's Nicholas.
You're not going to get
Nicholas
these jokes
is a
off
family
in
name.
This is where I draw the line of decency, sir. That is a good young man. Works hard at his job.
He's going to go by Nicholas, though, right?
I've known him as Nick his whole life.
Nobody calls him by his full name all the time. Chris Cody.
Do you guys introduce yourselves with your full name? Because in the movies, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, hey, Mike Johnson. I'm like, no one's. What's your name, Mike? That's it. No one cares what your last name is. But then I realized maybe this is
A lot of people do that, though.
Yeah. Do you guys? Jonathan Zaslow.
go
Well,
first
I mean,
name.
Dave, how did I introduce myself to you this morning?
I think we just went first names,
Yeah,
right? Nobody gave me a surname, and nor did I give mine back.
I always say, hey, I'm Jonathan.
That's why I mispronounced your name at the show. There you go. Full
A
circle.
lot of people
Mistakes
do
were
that.
made.
A lot of people do the whole name.
Do they?
Well,
Yeah.
if it's formal, if it's like a business.
Even in business. I mean,
in business, Mike Ryan Ruiz. How the hell are you?
I mean, technically, this was a business introduction, and they didn't do it.
yeah. So we suck, huh?
Depends on the business.
I'm good with first name.
Do you go Chris or do you go
Yeah,
Chris?
just
Cody?
Chris.
Izzy, what do you do? Well,
No,
we
it's
know-
got to like it's a business setting, like professional. Yeah, I'm giving my full name, Israel Gutierrez. Yeah, like
No way.
if I'm going into
Let's say you go to an arena and you're gonna interview the head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies. Jonas Tuomas Italo. I think I got that right. Isolo.
Yeah, I think it's Isalo.
Isalo. Isalo.
Definitely
stay
wasn't
here
the
for a
first
little
name.
while.
Isalo. Tuomas Isalo. And so you walk in. Hey, coach, how's it going? Do you say Israel Gutierrez, Meadowlark Media, or do you just say
Meadowlark Media? That's not my name. I say it's the first time I'm introducing a coach. Say Israel Gutierrez, like especially in that type of setting where somebody potentially could have seen like a byline, could have seen my name across the screen, but as opposed to just saying Izzy or Israel.
I would get used to it if I worked for a newspaper. Because just my job, I'm always going Mike Ryan Ruiz, Pittsburgh Gazette.
Buddy, I'm such a narcissist. I just say my name and you're supposed to know who the hell I am. There ain't too many of me's walking around.
I would never, ever do the thing where you say your name and affiliation. If the people, if it's
At the
Dwayne
press
Wade at the
conferences.
damn press conference, I'm like, I'm not telling him my name and affiliation. It's not for the fans. I just need that guy to answer my question.
Well, I mean, if you're at the finals, you have to do it.
No, you don't.
They won't pick you anymore.
Listen, come on.
Oh, this guy. Direct line to Mike Bass. He's like, hey. Shout out to Mike Bass. That's not the only person who had a little bit of issue from former First Take appearer, Shannon Sharpe. Marcus Morris Sr.
This story is so ridiculous.
He used to be on First Take.
He was on First
Wow, I
Take.
had no
was.
idea.
Do you have a television?
Yeah. It's not on that channel very often.
Man.
Good point.
Unless it's live sports, baby.
Nothing on mute, though?
No.
You didn't pick up when it was...
No.
I didn't watch the Carton show, but I knew of it.
Yeah, no, there's so many better. I could watch Top Chef on mute. So much better.
Or you could watch the Dan Le Batard show on mute. DraftKings Network and Peacock. But anyways, Marcus Morris Sr., right? was arrested at a local airport. I don't know.
He was at Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
right?
Great airport.
And I hate
good.
it. It's a bus. It's a bus terminal. It's not an airport.
It's a good airport.
It's a bus terminal.
Best terminal.
It's a bus terminal.
Best
And by the way, Ubers, ridiculous.
That's why I
Ridiculous.
drive.
Long wait. Long wait just to get an Uber?
It's a big airport.
Nah, terrible. Anyways, Marcus Morris Sr., he's arrested for what they call fraud, defrauding several Vegas properties out of a large amount of money. And the way it made it sounded like he either tried to steal money or he was writing bad checks. That's the way the news story came out.
Right.
Marcus Morris took to Threads to clarify.
It was bad checks, though, right?
Like it literally said in the story that I wrote, a check that he knew wouldn't clear.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Thank God I woke up in my bed this morning. I will address this on camera as well. The word fraud was thrown on my name as if I took something or really wrote a check to a casino in exchange for cash. Did I take out a marker to gamble? Yes. Was this my first time? No. I've been enjoying my off time and do what I like every year at some point in Vegas at a high level for years, and that's not just gambling. I really thought the amount of money and time I spent there would really have value. So yeah, I took my time to pay back the money that could have been handled on the spot. If I'd known that I would have been locked up like I was trying to flee or a flight risk, I was just in Vegas. No phone call, visit, or nothing. Actually gambled and had mansions at both casinos. The key word I won't accept, if fraud. I think he meant is fraud. Because this had nothing to do with no money exchange or me not being able to pay for something. My character means everything and my family as well.
All right. Hold on, which is what my starting point is if I ever did an Amin El-Hassan impression. Hold on.
It's the first time I've ever heard one.
Did he? It was not very good. So you're saying that Marcus is implying that they never asked for the money back in any other way?
No
That
chance.
the first time that they asked for it back was straight to jail.
You're arrested.
Well,
no chance.
He goes on.
And it was over a year ago that this happened.
Yeah, he goes on. I hate for Vegas to really make me look like a criminal over a petty couple hundred. And really made me sit 51 hours over that shit. What hurt the most is I was really chained up and sitting in jail, 24-hour lockdown, lesson learned. I'm not ducking or hiding from shit. Most of you know that about me.
Lesson learned, when you borrow money and the casino wants you to pay it back.
Hold on.
You got to pay it back.
Zaz,
Good lesson.
He gets to it here. Check the stats, never owed or needed money for anything. So did I go past the time I needed to repay? Yeah, I probably did.
Yeah.
But did I know they would have locked me up? Hell no.
It's
That's
not a
L.
blockbuster video,
Hold on, you
dude.
show-
Like, it's not
when you-
some sort of late
When you
return.
land in Vegas and you see what this place looks like, you think this place messes around? Pay us back when you want.
I would pay anything to stay out of jail. Money paid back and lesson learned.
He's still going?
Fraud?
This is one thread?
Fraud I can't live with. But I'm not going on every media site to clear anything up. If I didn't have it, I would still be sitting. And also having a millionaire brother in my corner doesn't hurt either. Y'all be blessed, man. Me and my bro will be on the platform sometime soon, not to clear shit up, but to explain what took place and what lessons was learned for the young athletes that watch and look up to us.
This is not a complicated lesson.
My last thing is F Vegas. To treat me like that was wild. I've gambled on that properties over 10 plus years.
Not
We
well.
could have handled that MOB money over business style, or yeah,
Mob. He wanted to do. He
Mob
wanted to be
style.
handled mob style.
mob style. Before that option, never been in cuffs or a part of any fraud shit in my life, and it's going to stay that way. I don't need PR to do anything.
Would
for
it mob
me.
style been they would have killed him?
Yeah, whacked him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
This-
a wild sentence to end everything on. I
don't-
don't need PR to help me.
To do anything for me. This is from me, a man who built his career on morals and character, never running or ducking from anything. If you know
Not
gambling,
over. Not over.
you can't take money out the casino if you got a marker. Moral of the story is, Vegas doesn't care about nothing but they bread, and if and when they feel they will, move forward. Lesson learned.
Is he done?
Vegas
Wait, is
was
that
charity?
the end? Wait, lesson learned. Is that the end?
The internet undefeated, we all know that. So have at it for a week or so. I can't win that battle anyway, but I'm not going to go back and forth with no one over saying I can't pay $300K.
The end.
Check the
No.
stats. It's public info. Fraud is taking money or using money knowing it's not yours or not being used in the way that it was given for. God knows my purpose.
The end.
Be blessed.
Is it done?
Say what you want.
Howdy, folks. It's Mike Ryan. Happy summertime, everybody. Summer is fantastic. A lot of outdoor activities, a lot of concerts, a couple of championship parades if you're lucky enough, a lot of big-time movies. Maybe you're going to a happy hour before you see a big summer blockbuster with your friends. Why don't you order a Miller Lite at the bar? Whether it's via draft, glass bottle, or that beautiful white can, or the cool special edition 50th anniversary gold cans, making any time this summer a Miller time is always a great idea. You want to make a summer memory that lasts forever? Well, crack open a Miller Lite. You know why? Because since 1975, Miller Lite has been the go-to way to stock your cooler to celebrate those incredible summer moments. This year marks 50 years of Miller time, 50 great years of taste, 50 great years of celebrating with great friends and making unforgettable memories. Brewed for flavor, with simple ingredients like malted barley, it delivers that rich, balanced toffee note flavor and golden color that just hits different. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Folks, nothing says summer like long days, clutch plays, and firing off a few bets on the game, all with DraftKings Sportsbook. Never bet baseball before? Hey, it's easy. Pick a guy to go yard, hammer some live odds mid-game, or just ride with your squad and hope for the best. No spreadsheets, just vibes and dingers. Here's something special for first-timers, new DraftKings customers. Bet $5 and get 150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use code DAN. That's code DAN for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Dan Le Batard. Football. 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 Stugotz. Football. This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Who did it better? Who got out of jail better? Gilbert Arenas or Marcus Morris? Because I'm going to go ahead and say Gilbert Arenas did it way better. Like
with the flip-flops?
You don't get street cred when you come out whining like this.
Well, I don't think he's whining. I think he's... by the way, we can run Gilbert Arenas coming out of jail one more time for those that missed it earlier.
Me. You better not.
Dancing, running down the steps.
Can't hold me, baby. They can't hold me. Hello.
If Marcus Morris would have just said, "They can't hold me, baby," on one post, and everybody would have been...
What the hell with that?
Important.
Marcus Morris just sounds like he doesn't like the rules.
No, it's just I understand where he's come from. Like to hear the word fraud and it again, just like Gilbert Arenas' thing, like insinuated something that it really was. And for Marcus Morris, it insinuated either A, he's out here running around writing bad checks, or B, like actively like heisting in a very tiny $300K way for a casino, but heisting money. And his thing is just like, yeah, I was late paying you back. And yeah, that's not to say that's all right and that's okay, but to make it seem like he was actively trying to defraud the casino, I could see how that would bother him.
Can I combine topics for a second?
Please.
Fraudulent checks. Catch Me If You Can, a 21st century movie that Tom Hanks, totally rewatchable. Did you guys mention that one?
Yeah, it's we mentioned it when we were talking about great years in cinema, and we posited Leo DiCaprio. I think Catch Me If You Can and Gangs in New York might have came out at like the exact same time.
You were having a conversation about Tom Hanks movies this century and whether they were any sort of good or rewatchable. That Catch Me If You Can is the first one that came to mind. I could watch that anytime it comes out.
I love that movie. I love
the movie itself. Kind of a fraud. Interestingly enough.
Oh yeah, no, like they shocker. They lied. Anyway. They lied a lot to tell a good story, but that's that's all right. It's a movie. It's like Amadeus. Like none of that shit happened. But It's a great movie, so you just go with it.
Actually, it's kind of what a fraudster would do, Marcus Morris, right? Hey, I'm not a fraudster. I mean, yeah, it's Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can when Jerry Stiller and his wife are swaying like while doing dishes after that one party. I love that scene.
Jerry Stiller?
This is like the scene where he breaks, like where they're having like a fancy house party after he just got married to the one lady, and he's about to like bust out. Like the cops show up to this like party, and now you guys don't know this scene.
Yeah,
I love this scene.
Top 25 scene for sure.
I don't.
No, it's a great scene.
I mean, I know the scene you're talking about. I don't think Jerry Stiller was
Before the cops bust in. Jerry Stiller's the father of the wife.
Jerry Stiller is in Catch Me
Jerry
If You
Stiller is
Can?
not in Catch
Jerry
Me If You
Stiller
Can.
was not in Catch Me.
Frank Costanza?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the wrong actor.
Jerry
then.
Stiller is Ben Stiller's dad, and he plays George Costanza's dad on Seinfeld. That's a
Yeah, I'm thinking of. I'm thinking.
Are you thinking of a
White
scene in
man.
Seinfeld?
You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of.
I don't know.
Vince Vaughn from the pitch.
All right, let's
get here.
Oh yeah,
Martin Sheen, are you thinking
Martin
of?
Sheen. That's what I'm thinking of.
I should just clear it
I was
out
thinking
for
of
him,
his
man.
dad.
What?
I thought of Sheen's dad. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but it's him. Now you picture him
It's someone's
swaying
dad.
with the lady, and they're like, "There's music.
Yeah.
They're doing
Would have
dishes."
loved Jerry Stiller in this film.
Both
that's-
great comedic actors.
That's
Frank
on me.
Costanza, you got confused with the guy who narrates Apocalypse Now.
I got my current actor's dads confused.
Frank Costanza and President Bartlett are similar to you.
Now I want Apocalypse Now narrated by Jerry Stiller.
I was so confident too.
Ooh.
Serenity now.
I stopped the show. I stopped the show. I was so.
No, you
confident.
didn't. No, it was good. It was good, man.
We workshopped it. I'm like, you
We
sure?
got there.
I'm
We
like,
got
"You
there,
sure?"
Chris.
He was like, who's Ben Stiller's dad? I'm like, I can answer this question for you, but I don't understand what it has to do with Catch Me If You Can. He's like, no, I got it. All right.
Sheen.
Sheen.
I deep dived it, by the way, just for the record, 1994, the single greatest year for movies.
That was Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
96
Redemption.
is close. 97 is close. There are other good candidates in the 70s, but 96 wins.
So
You have
they-
Jurassic Park too in '94, right?
I believe so.
No,
Schindler's List?
no.
I'm gonna have to look it all up
Jurassic
now.
Park 2? That was not 94.
No. Jurassic Park as well.
Oh, okay. That was 93.
So 93 was pretty good.
93 was
I mean, for a filmmaker, that's like Jim Carrey 1994, Spielberg 93.
Wow, 94. Little Big League, blank check.
Yeah, blank check. That's the. Ooh.
I'm not kidding.
Forrest Gump is the only theater experience that I've had where A, it was packed. And
The
B,
only?
when
The
no,
only?
combination of A, it was packed, and B, there's a scene where everybody's crying.
When
Like
did they cry?
When Jenny died, like the whole place is just like, that's all you hear is just like sniffling. I was like
Really?
17 years old, and I was like, that's wild.
I thought it was the part where Jenny refuses to sleep with Forrest.
Serial Mom, 94.
The Crow, Maverick. I mean, Jodie Foster and Mel Gibson, chemistry that jumped off screen.
Wowza. What were they like?
Ed Wood. This is a
94?
bang
You saw
on take.
94?
Yeah, bang on take.
What year
Good
was
job,
the
Dave.
Pelican Brief?
That was before
Like, it's
that.
got to be in the same era. That took
Oh,
me
you're
by
in
for some
93?
reason.
Who would leave the movie theaters in 1994? It's incredible.
Dude, I remember,
They
man.
had something for everybody.
Baby's Day Out.
Baby's Day Out. Waterworld was 94?
I watched Baby's Day Out last week. Does not hold up.
My dad made me watch Waterworld in the theater. I'll never forget it. Like we're walking and he's like, "Let's see this movie." I said, "But Dad, I've heard it's the worst movie ever made."
You
He's
had-
like,
you
"It
had a
can't-
good- you had a good dad."
It can't be that bad." We watched it. He walked out. He's like, "Man, that movie was bad." I'm like, "Yeah,
It wasn't bad. It
was awful."
No, it wasn't bad.
Waterworld was
No,
awful.
Waterworld's great.
Clifford.
Was that also 94?
Clifford is not a bad movie.
Love that movie.
Yeah, Blank Man in the Army now.
Blank Man."
I thought Conspiracy Theory might have been in that, but they were a couple years later. I think it was like 96, 97.
What Conspiracy Theory? 97.
Karina.
You know why? Karina. The Conspiracy Theory. I remember it came. I saw it like the same week I saw The Game with Michael
like that
Douglas.
movie.
Dude,
I love that movie.
vile.
But I turned into like a complete paranoid schizophrenic for the next month because everything was like, "Oh, what's going on? Like, who are these people following me and stuff?"
That movie reminds me of when soundtracks mattered because Lauryn Hill has the Can't Take My Eyes Off of You song. And in the beginning of it, she says, "Conspiracy theory, what?" And it's just like, wait a second, what does that have to do with anything? You
Oh, she
remember,
said it.
"Oh, it was on the soundtrack for the movie. Okay.
Let me tell you something, man. Kids at home, you don't know this. Once upon a time, the #1 vehicle delivery system of fire music was a movie soundtrack.
Loved movie
and it's not
soundtracks.
like, hey, oh, they got that song that I know from. No. It'd be brand new music. You didn't know anything about it. and then you go out and you go watch the movie, hear the song, head straight to Sam Goody.
Artists were told what the plot of the movie is. Can you write us a song?
Can you write us a song?
And then there are just songs that belong in movies just for some reason or other. The Dreams by the Cranberries. Like, that has a tune to it that's just meant for, like, a road trip scene.
I thought you were
like
saying,
the car taking off.
La, 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 la,
That's a great soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
And a lot of people,
Batman Forever, right?
A lot of people took Batman Forever, the Schumacher Batmans.
Yes.
They took the source material very literal when it came to the soundtrack. You had a song called Poison Ivy. R. Kelly was the first man with the courage to be like, has anyone done a song dedicated to Gotham City yet?
I'm looking over the skyline of the city. On quiet lights in the mix of calm.
Yeah.
I
Might
bought
get me
that
in
movie
trouble,
soundtrack when that movie
it was
came.
great.
It was a
City
good
of Justice.
soundtrack.
Oh, that was Batman and Robin, though, that soundtrack. Yes.
The City of Peace.
For every one of us, 'cause we all need it. Can't live without it. I got them City.
It's going to be an awkward karaoke night, but I'm down. I'll back you up.
Let me tell you something. That is the I have a whole, you can ask Fuentes, I have a whole playlist of the canceled, but.
We listened to one before the show.
Oh, what'd you guys have?
You can't do Return to Innocence by Enigma on karaoke night. You just can't.
Well, that's not good.
No, you can't do it.
You also can't do it.
You can't start your karaoke with Native American chanting.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be like, what is this guy all
Unless
about?
you are Native American.
There you go. That's
the
out. That's the loophole.
Yeah, and then you will have everybody's attention, though.
You have to.
If you come out the gates with the start of Return to Innocence, which is an absolute banger, and part of the legendary compilation that was Pure Moods.
I know what you're saying, but every time you start Return of the, I want you to say the Mac. Say Return of the Mac. Every time you've said that.
No, I'm of the generation when I start saying Return, it's not of the Mac. No, it's to Innocence. Because I had Pure Moods.
Enigma?
Pure Moods. That is the song. Return to Innocence. When you say Pure Moods.
I bought it for the X-Files theme. I would get, it was a great commercial because then you would also get scared. Sail away. And then they would be like, you're feeling it? And then all of a sudden Tubular Bells comes on and you're like, I'm a little scared now because The Exorcist was very scary.
My kids know the theme to X-Files. And they don't know what the X-Files is, and that bothers me. That's the thing I think bothers me the most about TikTok. It's the decontextualization of everything. They have no idea what that is, but they all know it.
Dan Le Batard.
And then Matt Stafford threw him 25 and 2. Oh, there's a brand new kid in town out of BYU.
Stugotz.
They call him Puka. Puka Nakua. His quarterback is not named Tua. Yeah, he is Puka. Puka Nakua.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Chris, you still rock Return of the Mac on Fridays after work?
Oh, yeah.
Every
Go
single
to.
Friday.
No, not every Friday, but it's in the rotation of Friday jams. For
You
sure.
don't have a convertible, do you?
I don't.
That would be so perfect.
By the way, the Air Up There and the Scout came out in 1996.
Oh, the Scout.
The Scout.
I
Wow.
like the Scout.
Albert Brooks.
Yeah.
94, Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
One of the 5 best movies of all time.
My favorite movie.
Let alone the next one is Hoop Dreams. Is not one of my 5 or 10 favorite movies. I think it didn't even get nominated for best documentary, not best film,
Game changer.
not best picture. It wasn't even nominated for best documentary. The serendipity of Hoop Dreams.
It was serendipity.
It was so, they were supposed to, was going to sort of study how schools use kids, but kids can use the schools too to advance themselves for scholarships and all of that. And instead, the one kid, Arthur Agee, doesn't make it at the prep school, so he has to go back to inner city Chicago.
Spoiler alert.
And
Can you spoiler alert a doc?
From 30 years ago.
I mean, but the side by side of Agee versus Gates as they go and you watch Agee shrink in the classroom, and Gates emerge, but then the knee injury. What a picture! What a picture!
It was amazing.
But there's a fair amount of luck. I mean, the commitment
Sure.
to 4 years of following around these two kids, but then the good fortune, and not for Arthur Agee, but the fact that he has to go back to Chicago and his father. I mean, the shots at a distance of his old man dealing crack on the playground. I mean, it is, and then that Agee makes it, and they go down to Champaign for the state tournament, and as his family is walking the Illinois campus, the University of Illinois campus, it's like they're on Mars. They're like, can you believe what a place this is? Can you imagine? This is what college looks like. It's so striking, the have and have-nots of all. It is, and then, you know, the cinematic payoff that Arthur Agee is one of the critical members of the team that beats the guy. It's just the best. And then the sadness of Gates, how they use him with his knee injury and how he gets cast aside. What a picture. And then Shawshank Redemption. Yeah. Nobody's Fool. Paul Newman, wildly underrated, great small picture. Quiz Show. Dumb and Dumber. Speed. Gump, like we talk about. Indeed. Cabin Boy is a gem.
Cabin Boy.
These pipes are clean.
Real quick, calling a movie a picture. Does it make it sound like you work in Hollywood, or does it just make you sound old?
That's how William David Damashek likes to say it. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Film's the worst. Film's the worst thing to call
Wild Willy Thursday.
Little Giants, also 94.
Talkies is what I call them. Hold on, was English Patient the one that won that year?
Yeah, so boring.
94. That was one of the worst.
No, Gump wins.
Gump won. Oh, English Patient was the next year, 95.
95 I have excluded from my all-time rankings. 96 is a strong year as well.
96?
Fargo, Kingpin, Bottle Rocket, Swingers, Waiting for Guffman. Another great sports documentary, When We Were Kings. You want to know why Ali is one of the most important figures of the 20th century, go watch that one. Jerry Maguire is a splendid script. Yeah. And by the way, as a side note, I have recently come around on the idea of Tom Cruise is, this sounds hyperbolic, the greatest movie star in the history of movies.
I don't think it's hyperbolic.
I think
pandering to Mike Ryan.
Yeah, second biggest Tom Cruise fan in that room.
Jesus.
I know.
96, he also came out with Mission Impossible.
By the way,
a very strong year.
I don't think that's hyperbolic.
You want to talk about movies that hold up? Watch the first Mission Impossible with my kids. They loved it.
It's so confusing.
They loved it.
That's how I feel.
I did have to explain a bunch of things. The whole double, triple, quadruple cross. Anyway,
so they didn't get it.
But they enjoyed it. Like, I thought they wouldn't enjoy it.
Not unlike the X-Files in that the theme song somehow outweighed the greatness of the TV show. In Mission Impossible's case, by a grand amount, the Mission Impossible theme so much better than the show.
My 10-year-old boy walks around singing the Jardiance theme. Take once daily Jardiance at each day start. Prescription drug commercials.
Yeah, well, we get a lot of, in my household, we get a lot of Burger King. Whopper, that one. And then, what's the other one? It's another prescription
What
one.
happens if you have a structured settlement but you need cash now?
Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash. Yo, how crazy is that, man? It's such a
877 cash now.
It's such a like low grade, like everything about it. But the jingle is so fire that everybody knows it. It's what's between that one and 1877 cars for kids, right?
Everybody hates that one.
But you know it though. It don't matter whether you like it or not. They know it, Roy.
I don't understand. Why is it such a big deal for kids to get cars? Like, why is it? It feels like it's a movement, you know. When I hear that commercial, why do kids need cars?
And not only that, they don't even want to pay for them. They want you to donate.
Yeah,
donate the cars.
Why is it a 16-year-old, 7-year-old's right to get a car? Maybe they don't get a car.
Maybe it's not just cars anymore. You can donate boats.
Boats?
I don't get it.
Boats for kids? 1877 boats for kids. I guess it works. Yeah.
Speaking of cars, you know what song could play at any time growing up? It could be anywhere, and it's an absolute banger. The Knight Rider theme music.
Gotta be top 3.
This is
Michael Knight, a shadowy figure in the underworld.
Busta Rhymes made a cover out of it. Yeah.
And Timbaland too. Timbaland and Magoo did it first.
Oh yeah. I always forget about Magoo.
Yeah.
Everybody forgets about Magoo.
R.I.P. passed away not too long ago.
Knight Rider was awesome.
The another theme song that was great. A-Team. Come on now. Come on. But like the build-up. In 1979, a crack commando team was accused of a crime they didn't commit. They retreated to the LA underworld where whatever.
I mean, really like the monologue in this.
Oh, I love this. Like, if you can find them, if you can afford them, maybe you can hire the A-Team. We don't have great TV show theme songs.
They don't do them anymore.
They just don't do them
For time, they dispense with
Skip
them.
intro. That's what happens.
Law and
Skip
Order
intro.
still does a classic intro, right?
I do like it. I do like the Law and Order intro in the criminal
Family
justice
Ties had a memorable one. What
That
would we
was a great
do,
one.
baby?
I mean, my favorite all time is Welcome Back.
Peebo Bryson?
Kotter.
Who sang it?
Sha-la-la-la.
Johnny Mathis.
Johnny Mathis.
They're not writing original pieces for theme songs anymore.
No.
Really, they just get an existing song that works well.
Even
SWAT was
commercials.
the best.
Commercials used to do original music. Big red gum, juicy fruit, that big red freshness that's right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye, little. I told you.
Oh,
all
no,
the songs
make
like
it
this.
Juicy Fruit was better.
We didn't have one.
Damn, you guys are old.
Juicy Fruit. It's
Juicy
gonna move
Fruit?
you.
Yes.
Juicy. Double refreshment, double your fun. That's a statement from the great man of double mint.
What is
Fresh
this
makes
segment?
fresher.
Mentos.
Full of life.
Damn,
Mentos.
Jingles, man.
The
Fresh
Fresh
Maker.
Maker.
What happened to Jingles, man?
was a banger.
All we got is 877 cash now.
The guy's like, I'm gonna lay down on this bench.
No, we are farmers.
Dum 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 dum.
All the
That's not a-
insurance
that's not-
companies.
J.K. Simmons.
Not a-
jackal.
Yes, but
14.
that's not a good jingle.
Safe Flight.
Safe flight. That's not a good jingle.
There's one that's
That's
like
the best jingle.
what's a travel one? The UK travel
Jet to
airliner.
holiday. That's a real song though.
Velocity.
Locally, in Desmond and Dover. It's like a law firm.
Never
It's really
heard
good.
Local.
It slaps.
I'm not getting those.
Boy, I'll tell you. You want to guess what the Jackal is on Rotten Tomatoes?
24%.
15.
How do you know?
I'm a good guesser.
It's
Steve
what he
Martin.
does for
Kind
a
of his
living.
lane.
Yeah. Well, he has a podcast.
I have a podcast. It's called Cinephobe. We
All right, but
review,
it doesn't mean you're going to remember it.
we'll
No,
review
he's good
movies
at
that are
it.
poorly rated on Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, I know that,
And
yeah.
try to figure out if they're accurately rated or maybe they didn't get a fair shake. It's called Cinephobe. You get it wherever you get podcasts. It's produced by Anthony Mays. This week, guys, Highlander 2, The Quickening.
Oh, man.
my God.
Audience score for the Jackal?
Audience score. I don't care what the audience
Okay.
I think it was probably better.
51.
What are the reviews saying about Richard Gere's accent? It's one of the worst
I
accents I've
don't
ever
think
heard.
that's going to
I
be.
don't
No,
think-
I think it's definitely going to be there.
let me
It
see
has
if
to be
there's
the.
any. Let me
It
see.
has to be the main takeaway. The film literally falls off the second he opens his mouth.
We did Dracula 2000, and in it, Jennifer Esposito.
Wait, that was the name of the movie?
Dracula 2000. The reason why that movie got made legitimately is because it was called Dracula 2000. So they greenlit it. They started filming shortly before Halloween. It started filming, like in middle of summer, and it was released December of 2000, including reshoots with Nathan Fillion that they did on Halloween. The only reason it was greenlit was because it was called Dracula 2000, so the movie had to come out before 2000 was over.
So they barely got under the wire.
Oh my God, it is glorious. Gerard Butler as a vampire, as Dracula, and spoiler alert, as Judas.
As he does he have to bite people using the side of his mouth too?
The teeth kept breaking.
Because of how he talks.
I think the way he talks makes him talk out the side of his mouth. But the reason I bring it up is because in that movie, Jennifer Esposito, her first scene, she's like an assistant, and she's trying to go for a British accent. And literally like 3 lines in, she's like, you know what, F this. I'm just going to start talking in my regular voice.
Really?
Yep. And the rest of the movie, she doesn't have an accent. But her first couple lines, she's trying to go for it, and then it's like,
It
nah.
just gives. That's funny.
Just gives out. Hey guys, Mike Ryan wants to talk about how the Clippers are called the Unction.
Have you seen this? I didn't want to talk about it. The nickname reached Chris Paul because I don't know if you've seen their roster. Bunch of old heads.
The Expendables.
You have, the Unction. No. The Unction.
The Unction.
You have James Harden. You have Kawhi Leonard. You have role players like Chris Dunn. Nick Batum is out here still doing it.
Oh, because they're uncles.
Yes.
That's
Got
right.
it.
A function that has a lot of uncles becomes an unction. It's kind of like the opposite of what Chris Cody does.
I waged a 20-year battle that I've ultimately conceded. I've waved the white flag on. They did the new uniforms. They have the new arena now in L.A. for the Clippers. for the longest time, you could win 5 titles and it's never going to be a Clippers town. It will always be a Lakers town. So you should recognize that and not be the Los Angeles anythings. You should be the Hollywood Knights with a K, but now Vegas stole that. Yeah. The Hollywood Stars, the Hollywood Rhinos for the double entendre of rhinoplasty, which is popular in well, not as much. I mean, I think that's overstated.
That would be hilarious, the Rhinos.
But we can work on the nickname. I once asked a bunch of Clippers, this is many moons ago, as the person who gets it right will prove, I asked a bunch of Clippers what a Clipper is. Only Chris Kaman and Sean Livingston knew the correct answer. No one else knew.
Sean Livingston, only person in NBA history to never miss a mid-range jumper.
Yeah,
100%.
Do you think this time it's going to work for the Clippers? You know, they have a roster that has got a bunch of players on it that are always hurt, but now that they're older, do you think it's finally going to work out?
Yeah, especially because they went out and got a couple of guys who got hurt a lot, too.
Now that they have an older Chris Paul, it's definitely going to work. And an older Kawhi Leonard.
Everyone's hurt. Yeah, no, this is the 17th time is the charm, as they say.
Isn't a Clipper a ship?
Correct. A fast-moving ship.
Howdy, folks. It's Mike Ryan. Happy summertime, everybody. Summer is fantastic. A lot of outdoor activities, a lot of concerts, a couple of championship parades if you're lucky enough, a lot of big-time movies. Maybe you're going to a happy hour before you see a big summer blockbuster with your friends. Why don't you order a Miller Lite at the bar? Whether it's via draft, glass bottle, or that beautiful white can, or the cool special edition 50th anniversary gold cans, making any time this summer a Miller time is always a great idea. You want to make a summer memory that lasts forever? Well, crack open a Miller Lite. You know why? Because since 1975, Miller Lite has been the go-to way to stock your cooler to celebrate those incredible summer moments. This year marks 50 years of Miller time, 50 great years of taste, 50 great years of celebrating with great friends and making unforgettable memories. Brewed for flavor, with simple ingredients like malted barley, it delivers that rich, balanced toffee note flavor and golden color that just hits different. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.